Hey everyone, I have a quick interview that I did with Matt here from EcoPool.io. He runs an eco-conscious stake pool on the Cardano network, helping not only people get the rewards for staking their ADA, but also helping their environment by donating profits from the stake pool to certain charities. So this interview goes through how he got into crypto, how he runs his stake pool, and how he chooses his charities to eventually donate to. Hopefully you enjoy the interview. If you like these, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll hear more from us soon. So Matt, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. Can you tell all the listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself?
I'm the stake pool operator of EcoPool, and EcoPool is run from New Zealand. So I live in New Zealand, in Northland, and I'm originally from Germany. And I live here with my wife and my 3 boys. And about 5 months ago, I started EcoPool.
So how did you get into the crypto space then? So you must be quite interested or heard of it a long time before if you got into it like 5 months ago.
Yeah, in crypto, I heard about like Bitcoin like years ago, but I only like in 2017, I kind of got, one of my friends said, "Oh, have a look, and there's lots going on." And I had a look, and I was like surprised that I hadn't looked into it before. Yeah, so I had a look how this all works and what blockchain is and how it all works. And I was kind of hooked straight away. A few months later, Cardano came up, and I looked into it, and it kind of just made sense to me how they developed this blockchain. And I kind of followed Cardano from then.
It sounds like a very similar story to myself back in 2017, but I lost interest after the massive crash that happened. I can't remember what year that was. Was it 2018?
Yeah, I got down quite a bit.
Yeah, and I really wish I kept on going. But what made you actually want to start the stake pool then?
I was following Cardano like on and off, and but I never took an active part in it. I was just kind of observing what's happening. And then when they started the testnet, I thought of starting a stake pool in the testnet as well. But we just had a 3rd child at this time, and there was just too much family stuff going on. And so I was part of it in the testnet as a delegator. And then when mainnet started, I thought I just have to do it. I just want to be an active part of this Cardano ecosystem. And so I made it happen.
So your pool is a little bit different compared to other pools. It actually has a purpose or a mission, as it's termed. Can you explain to everyone a little bit about the mission of the pool?
Yeah. So when I started the stake pool, I had to think of what I want to do, and lots of stake pools. I didn't have a look into a lot what other stake pools are doing, but I just saw that they're competing with fees. Like they just want to be the cheapest pool, and I didn't want to get into there and trying to be as cheap as possible. And I thought I want to do something that goes beyond the ecosystem of Cardano. And so I decided to start a stake pool that donates monthly for the environment, basically. Yeah, so every month I'm making a donation to charity for the environment. And my goal at this point is to choose a variety of trusted charities that have like an active project, like for example planting trees or cleaning oceans. But I also want to donate to charities that kind of drive politics and drive politics, like for example Greenpeace or WWF. And in the future, I'm planning to implement like a voting system that my delegators can vote and choose different charities that they think EcoPool should donate to. But I haven't got there yet.
No, that sounds really cool. I'm assuming you're going to build it on Cardano or something, or you just build it into your website.
Yeah, I guess once the smart contracts is working, I haven't looked into it in detail, but there might be options where implementing a voting system like that is made a bit easier. Or maybe like, yeah, ideally, if there will be an option in the future, like in Daedalus Wallet, where you can interact with your delegators and maybe make some polls or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if that future will ever be available.
Well, it's certainly something to think about, and it would be quite interesting if that happened. I guess you could always build it into a website as well and just interact with your delegators that way. So there are options of doing that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So what is the actual setup behind your pool? Considering that it's eco-friendly, is it solar powered or wind powered as well? And is it in the cloud? Are you offsetting it? So what's the setup?
So I've got a few servers running at home, and they're running on the grid at the moment, just with our normal grid supply. But our power supply is 100% renewable energy, and but I'm getting all the parts together to set it up so that the EcoPool servers run off grid on a solar system, and so that it's independent from the grid. There can't be any power cuts or anything like that, and that's going to be set up in the next few weeks, hopefully.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm assuming you have a good internet connection there as well.
Yeah, it's quite a good internet connection. I have two internet connections as well. So I've got a broadband, a wired connection, and also a wireless connection. That should always, make it safe if one would fail, which never happened so far. But if it would fail, there would always be another connection to keep the servers running.
Yeah, you never know. So you said you have a couple of servers at home. Are they like computers, or are you running on Raspberry Pis? What's the details there?
So they're basically like a business grade small desktop server, and because they're small, they're basically like they have some notebook or laptop hardware inside, which means they've got a low power CPU and a low power memory. And with all these three, so I've got two relay nodes and one core node running. And with all these three, plus the router and the switch and a hardware firewall, it all uses up on average about 50 watts.
Yeah, that is pretty low power.
Probably low, yeah. Not quite as low as Raspberry Pi, but
yeah. I managed to set up one Raspberry Pi myself and have it running as a backup relay here. And I've got a backup block producer here as a Raspberry Pi, but I haven't had to fire that one up yet. Now, in terms of when you're setting up your pool, when did you set up your pool? I noticed when I was checking the stats that you were producing blocks, which is absolutely fantastic. It means you can actually donate to those charities. But when did you set it all up?
I think it was about November last year.
Yeah.
And there were a few weeks. Yeah, I set up a website and set up the servers. And I think it was running late October into November. And then, I started to get into Twitter and just get out there and see what people think. And I had a few delegators straight away, which was amazing. And then December was the first month where EcoPool produced blocks. December was the first month where we could do a donation. It was amazing, and it was like about $100, I think.
Yeah,
first small donation, and then it just went bigger and bigger from there. And March was the biggest month so far, and the donation is still to be made, but it's about 950 ADA for the ocean cleanup project. And I just feel so excited that I can do this, to be able to donate monthly such a big amount of money to a charity that that's good for the planet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you're hitting those goals. You must been quite excited to actually hit that first block and get that all working back in December. Back then, there wouldn't have been as much competition in terms of the amount of pools that were active at that time. Is that right?
I think there were already more than 1,000, so it was already quite busy.
Right. Yeah.
And what I was really amazed about the Cardano community, that there are lots of people and lots of other stake pool operators that help smaller pools. And so there was a lot of support that I had from other stake pool operators, and which was really amazing. And so I try to kind of give that back now. Like EcoPool is now, I don't know, like a medium-sized pool, I guess. We're still quite small with 9 million stake. But I try to help other smaller operators to get going as well. And I see that there are a lot more stake pools coming up every week. There are new ones. And so Cardano is growing quite a fast pace at the moment.
Yeah, very fast. When I started mine, I think it was at about 1,100 pools. And yesterday when I checked, it was 2,300 and something pools registered. So it's quite a phenomenal growth over the last months, but exciting to see in the space. Yeah, you got any tips for people that are starting a pool at the moment?
Yeah, I think you need to be patient. I think it takes time. And it takes time to, and I think you have to, try to get out there and try to advertise your pool in many different platforms. Like I did quite a lot on Twitter, I think, which seemed to have helped. But I haven't got into Reddit yet. But apparently, community on Reddit is really big as well. And get out there as much as you can and wait for the first block. It's a good feeling having the first block. And
it just confirms that everything you've done is working. And the very strange thing is that a lot of people that are setting up these pools, we are technically minded. You have to know how to run and operate servers, but suddenly you have to switch your mindset and market the pool and advertise and all these weird things that a lot of us DevOps and system architects just never have to worry about.
Yeah. So my background is in electrical engineering. So I designed electronics and embedded software for the automotive industry for the last 10 years or so. And I had never done anything with marketing or online advertising or anything like that. So that's a bit of a learning curve, definitely.
It's nice to have things that take you out of your comfort zone, though.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much for this interview. It's been an absolute pleasure. How can people find out more information about EcoPool and how can they contact you?
Yeah, the best start is probably on my website. That's ecopool.io. And from there are links to like other pools, for example, to see more of the stats.
Right. Fantastic. Thank you very much.